You have certainly overcome many challenges leaving the Amish. It had to be tough financially, especially starting from the ground up. So the hardest part about it financially was saving my money. I had to learn not to spend money on CDs, clothes, movies, all kinds of stuff I would spend money on that I didn't really need. Looking back, it wasn't essential to what I had going on. And then, of course, I had expenses like getting my driver's license, getting a car, rent, and all this other stuff. Luckily, James Gingrich, the guy that helped me out, he didn't charge me rent for the first month and a half that I had left the Amish. And I really appreciated that. I offered to help him, around the house, and he was a mason, and me and my cousin that were staying there, we were both grew up in the carpenter trade, and he had a deck that was one story off the ground, and we lived in the basement, so we come out under the deck. There was a one story flight of stairs up to it, and then he had like a patio door up there, So the deck was getting pretty rotten, so we took all the wood off of it and built him a new deck and a new set of stairs. So we kind of did that, and in return for him letting us stay there. And then we also mowed the grass and helped do stuff around the house. His wife did all our laundry. She cooks fantastic meals, really, really good food. We'd wake up at 5 in the morning, and a little bit earlier than what I was used to when I was Amish, and she'd have breakfast ready for us, like a breakfast casserole coming out of the oven, or pancakes, all kinds of good stuff. And then one of my favorite dinners that she would make in the evenings was lasagna. Had an Italian background, and the lasagna was so amazing. It was just, I had never eaten lasagna. My mom did not ever make lasagna that I can remember growing up, and to me it was one of the best things that I discovered immediately after leaving the Amish. But yes, financially it was certainly hard. I didn't have any credit. It took me about 5 years to build up enough credit to get a loan for a vehicle in my own name. And then it took about another 6 years after that before I tried to buy a house. I lived in an apartment for years that was kind of cheap rent. It was crowded, but I saved enough money and I built up my credit to where I was able to buy this place on my own credit. So it's been a struggle. I've never made a lot of money, but I learned how to live frugally and not spend all of my money that I make. The key is to not live above your means, and I try not to do that. Thank you, Joel, and God bless.